Hey guys, Void of Dust Gaming here, and today I want to talk about LINDIS in the new meta. I don't know if you've guys seen it, but recently there has been an update where LINDIS has got a little bit more range on her ultimate as well as on her normal attacks. And due to that fact, I think Shoko came up with something new. It's all about the Wanderer in the Afata range. That's one of the enchantments. And after I've tried Lindis a couple of times in the new things, and I wasn't too satisfied with it, I just happened to try the new build, and I wanted to share it with you, and I wanted to tell you what my impressions were so far. So without further ado, hit the subscribe button if you like the video, hit the like button, and let's check out the build that we have kind of reset with new enchantments. So today I'm going to start with the enchantment page because that's like the most important thing, and as far as you can see, the bottom line hasn't changed at all. Like, we still have the Reaper's Blessing as well as the Gunslinger. That's totally fine, that can stay. But the Afata has changed, and that is because of utilizing the Forest Wanderer to the maximum effect. And I think Lindis is one of the better champions to pull it off with. I think Shoko mentioned something about Violet as well, but check that out. Like, at first we are going with the backstabbing. While in brush, the next normal attack deals additional true damage equal to 4% of enemy's current HP. That's great, and it works even after you exited the brush 4 seconds, as it states here. And that's great because you are already using Lindis passive to the maximum extent, and now you are doing that with the backstabbing as well. So all the things that hide in brushes, and Lindis is one really good example for that, could utilize this backstabbing ability. We're using Nature's Gift because we don't have healing or shield effects in our build. So that's like some kind of like a compromise. That's the thing that you would take. But the bread and butter of this build is this. You regenerate an additional 20 HP and 10 mana per 5 seconds after exiting combat. That's nice to know. And the next normal attack slows enemy movement speed by 30% for 1 second, as well as reducing the enemy damage. That means that you not only will be faster, because you get that speed buff after you exited from a brush, but you will also slow the enemies for your team, making them easier to kill. I think that's quite special, and we are complementing that build with my crit assassin build. So we're taking the critical chance as well as the attack speed. The more attacks we throw out, the better. Therefore, we're using this beauty here, movement speed and attack speed again. And I've got a skewer for the armor pierce, but it will come to a 26% attack speed increase just from the Arcana. And now we're checking up that here as well. So we do get 15% attack speed from the Scorching Wind. This is a Scorching Wind build. We're using Gilded Greaves for the maximum resistance. Possible Rank Breaker, Cleave Sancti, and Omni Arms are a staple. You're not going to change that at all. And then afterwards you decide if you want to go bow, if you want to take friend beaters, if you want to take, I don't know, Death Sickle or something like that, but that's the staple here. So let's check out the gameplay. So I've got to excuse myself at the beginning of the game because the first couple of minutes will be horribly messed up, like it's going to be really bad. And then afterwards things are going to get better. So the only thing that I can tell you is that I level my second ability first. And then I try to lure one of the golems in and trying to utilize that brush here. Utilize is a word that I kind of learned new. Seems like that. So here we go. That's the first thing that we do. And just always try to stay in a brush here. That's like perfect. And here comes the big mistake. I don't know why I went in that early, but I kind of felt greedy here, so I just wanted to throw some damage on Ibnev. And then I went in and I tried to get this boy here, and we did not really see that Raz was coming from the bottom, and therefore they get a nice 0-2. That's shit. Stupid jungle, attack AD carry is what he wanted me to tell, and he did not really see what I was doing. Dude, I could not. It was out of range. I was throwing things at him. But if you're hopping around like a bunny, that's not gonna help us. Well, anyways, things like that shouldn't really bother you. It happens. There is no justice in the game. And right here, I just wanted to check out if there is a Raz. And the good thing is that my ability kind of finds everything in the brushes. So if you're going against a Quillen, or let's say a Wukong, or anything like that who's gonna get invisible, oh my god, you're getting more damage as well as revealing enemies with your first ability, and you can stack it 2 times. That's just crazy. That's entirely crazy. So that's really good about Lindis. She's one of my most loved things in Arena of Valor when it comes to jungle heroes. That said, I need to perform well with her today. I'm just going to put something here. Thank you. Thank you for stealing it. And things are actually starting to become a little bit better. And I saw something here. And I did not really think about, like, yeah, I thought that I would make it out alive, and yeah, well, at least I got a kill for that. But the cool thing is, I don't know if you guys have checked it, but I was 2 levels lower than Butterfly, and I survived a close combat against her. That's got to tell you something. I don't know if that's kind of the damage reduction that you get from the ability, but it was actually quite fun to kind of just show and tell if he's able to fight me and how well I will survive. Like sometimes in my games, you will actually see me trying to kind of fight things just to figure out how strong they are. That's the deal, guys. Ding, ding, ding. And here we go again. Same situation, and she's doing more damage, but the good thing is we kill her. Good thing. Kartoffel, Land, and I are doing fine. And then here we go. Next kill. I try to stay out of range. And a nice double kill for me. As I said, the beginning was a little bit confusing, and now things are starting to pay off a little bit better. 3, 2, 1. Not too great, but I can live with that. Superman is a little bit too far ahead, like I should not go in here, but I want to have him, and that's always a problem if you're a greedy person. I don't know what he does, like that's really crazy. He really exposes himself a little bit too much, but of course he has... And now we've got the Death Sickle. And we want to get him. But now we've got the blue buff. I mean, the blue buff is worth more than 1 kill on that stupid Superman, because it just means that Butterfly won't have it and I have it. So I've got some more mana regeneration. I mean, even if you've got the healing ability and the regeneration ability from that thing, from the Forest Wanderer, you're still gonna spam your abilities a lot. Bam, there we go. So I didn't really focus that much on the other stuff of the game. I just focused on getting towers with Arthur, because that was actually what we are supposed to do. Like we should get towers, so we just got some towers. And Butterfly is really kind of learning her limits right here. Superman tries to defend them, and you can see that I'm not really into the full burst damage mode right now. Like the 600s, that's nice, that's funny, but it's not sufficient, and you guys will see that we can do a lot better. Now I have to move out, but Raz does miss his stuff here, which is good for me. Need to escape here a little bit, throwing my stuff behind, and that was just unlucky that I was throwing something. I should have just ran away. That would have been much better, but I didn't. And then I got killed, which is nice. Like, oh, that could have been quite nice. Like, hooking something into tower range is actually quite mean. Arthur exposes himself a little bit too much out in the field here. So we have to get back into some kind of rescue mission. And if you have been paying attention, you could have seen that Butterfly is right now lower level than me. So while she was doing better at the beginning of the game, I kind of getting better. There we go. I just want to have that stack here. Like, I'm just doing it for the stacks at the moment, so that my jungle item gets leveled. Shut down. I don't know what they're doing with Evenif. Like, yeah, he's super tanky, but then he's not. Like, you just need to kill him. That's sad. Now I've got Rank Breaker. And the Rank Breaker, Claves, Sanctai, and stuff like that, really gonna push your damage to sky high things. Like, that's really gonna improve it. Of course, you're getting better the more items you get. And Raz now has to back off as soon as I hit him with something, which is a good sign. Like, doing good. So I'm activating my abilities here. He tries to deal damage, but I think that was a really nice example of the damage reduction. And now we're just running through them like a hot knife through butter. I always wanted to say that on my channel. Like a really hot knife. Not a hot wife, that's something different. But like a hot knife. And I can't reach him. Like, I can't go through Evenif, and luckily Tulin comes here, saves the day, gets a really nice double kill, and 6 kills in, and 5 assists later, we are on a 6-3-6. Our tower is under attack. Like, we completely dominate the game, but yes, the tower is under attack, and therefore we go down to take the tower, because messy mistakes like that can just ruin your game as soon as the enemy starts to play in a really focused way. Dum 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 dum. 5 stacks missing, but now we have to fight. And there we go. Butterfly gets ulted by our friend Super Arthur. And yeah, even if saves himself for the team, or he sacrifices himself for the team, but unfortunately 2 are already down, and now we're dealing damage. Now we're really dealing some damage. And unfortunately, we can't finish it right now because, I mean, you see the video length. You know that stuff is going on here. But we completely dominate them right now. Like, as I said, I'm going into stuff here. And I don't think it's time for a verdict because you always do that at the end of the video. But now I will have sufficient time and the video won't be interrupted. So I can tell you something about the build. And especially the enchantments. I think, from my perspective, I can't feel anything in terms of a drawback or a limitation in terms of damage output. Not compared to the stuff that I'm using, but then you have to keep in mind that usually you will rather play the Sacred Protection on her, or you will have the Time Watch, the Stopwatch. So these items won't really benefit to the terms of damage that you will have as Lindis. So the only thing that's gonna change is that you will have something in the Veda. So there will be some sort of, I don't know, mana refill, Sacred Bed or something. And you might eventually have the crit item or the bow item thing on the enchantment. So that's gonna be an improvement to your damage, but otherwise the last, like the finish of that item tree is not gonna help you at all with your damage. And if you keep in mind that you're doing more damage because of your brush entering hero thing here, that's gonna tell you something, so that you will have more damage with that. Nice triple kill. But he will get away. I don't know, will he? Yes, he will. He's gonna get away. So you get more damage by using that, and then you will have more damage by slowing them, because that just means that you will be faster and you can put more shots into them. So all in all, it might just be the case that this build is a tiny bit stronger than the other ones while having more utility, because you're actually going to, in a one-on-one situation, you will actually be able to get one of the enemies completely, not completely, but somehow out of the game. You know what does that make sense? What I'm trying to say? I think the damage up it, like, I did not make any math. Like, I'm not going to put any calculation on that because that's just not how I roll. But all in all, I think the damage should be a little bit higher. And on the other hand, it should just be more utility from the build. That's what I think, and you should just not die. You should just not die. I think that makes sense. I mean, the rest of the build, Arcana-wise, as well as item-wise, it should be kind of the same. Like, I don't think that we really changed something. Did not really think that we changed something. So I mean, so the rest of the game is just like trying to put the damage through, but I think you get the idea behind it. So we need some more play testing. I mean, with Lindis' unique playstyle, 2,300 damage right now on an enraged Abyssal Dragon. That's actually all right. I mean, she does a ton of damage, and people know that, and she's got just one of the highest mobilities in the game. Raz is just dead, double kill here, Superman is gonna get bursted down, and I think that was a really nice control effect massacre. Butterfly tries to escape here, and there is a quad kill for me. Unfortunately, I'm not able to mega kill them, but yeah. There we go. Even while Superman being around, it was possible to pull it off. So that might just tell you something, but then in the end, could be different. I just don't know what to tell. But I think we did not have a LINDIS video in quite a while. So all you LINDIS fans... Oh, and here comes the mobile phone battery, 15%. Enemy surrenders, so yeah. Good thing that the limitations from the phone are actually alrightish. Victory, as I said. And yeah, let's just check out the stats. And otherwise, the only thing that I can tell you, stay safe, stay sound, 33.7% of damage. A nice little dance here. And yeah, I wish you a pleasant rest of the day. Have a nice week. And check out the stats as the last single bit. 11.5, not too good, but I died a little bit too often. And here we go. 69. That's good. Fight participation should always be quite good because you're super fast. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.